artists themselves, even if it wasn't Cardi herself, somebody on that team heard the song. Yes, it is a common saying. Yes, you can say it's been outside. I'm not discounting, I'm not discrediting that. But the coincidence for you to say,
like, I need to.
What's going on?
Yes, the foundation we laid down was so strong, and it's just like,
Live and also on Stationhead, so make sure you guys tune in for the actual station first. R&B singer signed to the rock, my pretty. Let's go. I'm going outside. Outside. What's going on, world? Let me give Marysweetness, aka Sweetness. Stacks Radio, we hits Main Street throwback, independent artists, and the pays to be a listener. And you know we specialize in a good receipt. Today is New Music Monday, and we are celebrating Cardi B, okay? Y'all already know I messes her name, okay? Belcalis, y'all know I messes it up, okay? Today we're going over the pros and cons of the latest from her lead singer on her up-and-coming album, Am I the Drama, called Outside. We're also getting ready to go over the controversial song Outside because Risa Rain 3 years ago, let me just put you, okay, we'll get to that in a millisecond. First, we're going over the pros and the motherfucking cons, and then we're going to go over the second Outside, or the original Outside, allegedly, with Cardi B thieving behind, allegedly. Anyway, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you guys follow us on all our channels. Make sure you download Stationhead. Stationhead.live. That's Marysweetness at 8:45 p.m. It's always a vibe. It's always a bop. Make sure you continue to follow us on all our social medias. www.facebook.com/Marysweetness779 Sex Radio Group. Instagram, Miss Albie Sweet. And also, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to the channel. It's a wonderful place. You'll want to be up in her. Okay? All up in the row. Okay? So today, we're getting ready to go to the pros and the cons of Cardi B's latest single. Is called Outside, from her up-and-coming album that's going to be dropping September 19th, called Am I the Drama. First of all, really, Cardi, I don't even want you to, Cardi, I need you to go back inside. Girl, go back, go inside, okay? Go inside, okay? Because you doing all this little drop of here, little there, we need you to continue to drop some ish and be consistent, okay? I don't need no damn space, okay? Word on the curb is that she's going to do a visual for Outside, but the album is projected to do really, really well because it was on iTunes. It charted really well, and now, of course, it's going down as numbers as songs do. No shade, but it did hit iTunes. It was #1 for a little bit of a millisecond, and then it dropped all the way down. But word on the curb is that the album is sectioned to go platinum because Cardi B will be having her both hit singles on it. She's going to be putting Up and WAP, which both songs did really, really well. But that's when she dropped your album, okay? So it's been over 7 years, and Cardi is getting ready to drop her anticipated sophomore album called Am I the Drama. So the first single off that album is called Outside. Now let's just go over the pros and the motherfucking cons. Okay. Now I like the simple fact that the hook is really strong. I like the simple fact that it's got a lot of catch to it. It's catchy. I can see somebody taking advantage of the word outside because we all use that word, theoretically, outside. Okay, I'm outside. I'm being with my friends. I'm hanging out. I'm doing me. Okay, so I like the simple fact. And, of course, she does have some catchy remarks talking about, tell your mama she ain't raising it. Okay, that's cute. The verses are pretty good. I like the simple fact that Cardi has a lot of breath control on the song, and I like the simple fact that the song is a full-blown song, and I like the simple fact at the end she goes, all right, so shout out to Partisan, her ghostwriter, no shade. Okay, so now we're getting ready to go over the cons. Now, Cardi, I've said this before about Cardi B's music. First of all, Cardi, listen, I'm originally from the Bronx, so you know I'm always going to ride for you. But me as a former MC talking to a FMC, Cardi, I'm going to need you to flow harder. You know what I'm saying? You flowing, but I'm going to need it to be a little bit more authentic. okay? And that is no shade because I know Cardi B got it in her, okay? It was certain things that she was saying, and it sounded like she was flowing off the page, and I need you to flow and make it sound like it's authentic so I could ride and go there with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because the song outside, who don't know the word outside? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a good song. I just feel like I wouldn't have left with that as my signature first out single that you're going to drop for the album. I would like to have something that was a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit something else, like another Bodak Yellow, if you will. But the signature outside, I think that's a little bit premature for a seasoned artist like Cardi B. But for the most part, I am going to give the song a 5.5 because of the simple fact that the song is catchy. And, you know, Cardi B's doing what she's doing, but it sounds a little bit redundant with the flow and I want more from Cardi B because I know she has it in her to switch up the flow just a little bit and give me a little bit more versatility like she did in the first album. They said word on the curb is that this album is going to be different. It may or may not be her next Lemonade, but for the most part, she's excited about the album. She cannot wait till it drops. Now, word on the curb is that the song, it went first, like I said, it just went well. Outside went really, really well in the first week, but it's starting to go down a little bit more. But word on the curb down from the charts, excuse me. But word on the curb is that we will get a visual single. We will get a visual for the song Outside. And word on the curb is that Cardi is already platinum already before dropping the album, and you can get your pre-order for Outside, and also your pre-order for the album before it drops on September 19th. Now, are we waiting for this album that has been anticipated? We've anticipated over 7 years to drop this album, to see the visual. Am I the drama? I'm gonna give it a good slow, not really. I feel like Cardi B had a whole bunch of anticipations when she dropped other singles where she should have just go ahead and dropped her sophomore album. We already know that Cardi B is a mom. We already know she had movie roles and things of that nature. But I'm feeling like, Cardi, you just got to drop when the iron is hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of plethora of other female girls in the game that's just surpassing you and spanking you at this point. Ain't no shade because we love Cardi, and you know, she's originally from the Bronx, but I gotta tell it like it is, okay? But all in all, through and through, I do give the song Outside about a good 5.5. I'm gonna jump it up to a 6 because she's from the Bronx like me, and I know Cardi B can do better, okay? Cardi B, please drop a third single that's gonna make them say, okay? And I want you to have a flow coach, okay? This is no shade to Cardi, but I need y'all to give my girl a flow coach, okay? I need her to have a flow coach because I need her to switch up the ante right now, not the repetitive flow. Cardi, you got it in you, okay? You is dating a football girl, okay? You can do this. You can do it. I believe in you, Bella Lisa. I believe in you, girl. All right, so while we're here, okay, so word on the curb is that Risa Rain, a down south rapper, has called out Cardi B for her mess, saying that she did Outside. The song is 3 years old, and she called Cardi B. She said she has no beef with Cardi B. Maybe it may have been her label's fault for dropping and leaking that remake of her original song called Outside. Now, we on the Stacks Radio brand had the liberty of checking out both songs. Cardi. It sounds alike. I'm not going to lie. Okay, y'all could at least switched up the dang on beat. Okay, the concept is there. Risa also makes reference to the Migos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need y'all to be a little bit original, okay? And, you know, we live in the day and age of, you know, social media, so y'all can't hide but so much. You feel me? I do like Risa's version of Outside a little better. The flow is on. She's definitely, the beat is strong. Yes, just like the Outside, they sound similar, but the girl is flowing and her flow is way more crazy than Cardi B's. Like, lyrically, she's on it. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's catchy, it's jumpy, it's everything that the Outside, that Cardi B version should have did, and that's no shade, okay? But if you want to really know them, you got to go to Stationhead.live. So that's Marysweetness at 8:45 p.m. It's always a vibe. It's always a bop. We are going to share all that and more. We can't give it all away, but make sure you go to Stationhead.live. So that's Marysweetness at 8:45 p.m. It's always a vibe. It's always a bop. We have reached out to Miss Risa Rain. We want her on the show. you have to download the app, okay? Anyway, I'm done with this. I'm your girl, Marysweetness, aka Sweetness. Stacks Radio, we came to make sure you throw back independent artists, and it pays to be a listener. Make sure to continue to follow us on all our social medias. We're going to be bringing back our cash bag. And also, we have hooked up with Chime. If you have a qualifying checking account, you qualify for $100 on us, and you have a chance to boost up that credit, all right? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend. We are Poppington.com and #1 in these YouTube streets. Okay. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Risa Ray. Both come on our show. It's all in love, okay? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and make sure y'all download the app Stationhead.live. /Marysweetness. Is always a vibe. It's always a bop. I love you guys for watching. We want to know in the comments, are you feeling the latest from Miss Cardi B's Outside? Do you think it's a comparison to Risa Rain's original song Outside that she dropped 3 years ago? Do you think that it was a coincidence? Do you think not? Do you think the songs are totally different? We know y'all. We know y'all already told us how y'all really felt on that TikTok. Oh, make sure y'all TikTok Marysweetness64 because y'all was definitely letting me know how y'all felt about it. And I love y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Remember that the best shit to come in if I leave some encouraging words. Spread love because you can. I'm your Marysweetness, aka Sweetness. Stacks Radio to make sure you throw back independent artists, and it pays to be a listener. I love you guys for watching. We'll see you on the show.